Yo, 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 what's up everybody, and welcome to the third episode of the About Wellbeing podcast. Woo! Oh, getting all these podcasts done. Alright, I'm going to share with you guys an inspirational quote to start this off. Inspirational quote, inspirational quote, inspirational quote. Well, I should probably say thought-provoking quote, so I'll do that again. Thought-provoking quote, thought-provoking quote, thought-provoking quote. Alright, Viktor E. Frankl. Live as if you were living a second time, and as though you had acted wrongly the first time, as wrongly as you are about to act now. What? What does that mean? So basically, currently, live life as if you're living it. This is the second time that you were living life. You've already lived a life beforehand. And the before life that you lived, you are acting right now as wrongly as you were that first time. So basically what that's saying is make the correct and best decisions for yourself right now, in the present moment, all the damn time. And I think that is so important, because imagine if you were living life for the second time and this was the second time you're living life and you're watching yourself. Are you screaming through a glass door like, stop, what are you doing? Or are you like, yeah, keep going? I like to think that I'm the yeah, keep going part. Oh, jeez. Alright, so today I'm just going to be, I hope you like that quote, and yes, welcome. I'm super excited to share with you what I'm going to talk about today. Today I'm just going to be talking about my journey as far as currently what I am doing, what I'm involved with, and yeah, I hope that you guys kind of like the stuff. So currently at the moment, I work a full-time job. I am a fitness pro. And I want to be the best in the world. I want to win WBFF Pro Men's Fitness World Champion, and I'm not going to stop until I goddamn get it. We out here trying to get it done. The first step was the pro card, next is the best in the world. So the second thing one of the things that I'm doing from there, which I'm extremely passionate about, is I am also starting up a matcha brand for matcha green tea, because I love it. I think everyone should be on it. The benefits are crazy. I've written an article about it. I'll get into this story a little bit deeper first, but it is some amazing stuff, and the people need to get it out, especially if you can get access to the really good stuff in Japan, which I've gotten to, so I'm super excited to get that all started. Number two is I'm also I coach people, I coach professionals, I coach some millionaires, I coach some TV people, I coach some athletes, I coach people who want to be the most best optimized, ultimate human specimen ever, and I'm currently on that mission myself, as you guys would have heard beforehand. If you haven't listened to episode 1 of the podcast, I strongly recommend listening to that, because a bunch of what I'm going to be talking about today is in relation to that. So in the first episode, if you didn't listen to me, I have a full hierarchy model of a methodology which I try to work through myself, and I get people that I coach to work through as well, and it is some awesome stuff. It's basically transcending yourself and becoming the ultimate optimized human specimen possible, and the road to that's kind of the steps to get there, and what to follow in order to get there. We've created all the steps up. Now, where I come into, where I specialize and what I'm currently doing at the moment, is I'm also starting up a whole bunch of online coaching for this methodology. I'm starting up all the online stuff so you can learn, so people can be educated as far as learning all of this really good stuff. So where that started was basically a lot of it comes through learning discipline, and as I said in the first episode, I had a professor come around and look at my methodology, and he said, he was like, oh my gosh, this is really good. It's completely aligned with he has this crazy theory of values, and it's amazing. And I'll see if I can get him on the podcast one day. It would blow you guys' minds. He was just saying that a lot of the physical attributes, like the physiological health needs, the stress needs, and the self-love, confidence needs in my hierarchy, he's like, when that is in a routine, he's had a PhD professor, researcher go over this. When someone can make those things a routine, it makes them very easier to climb a hierarchy of values. And it doesn't even have to be my hierarchy. It can be someone else's, even though my hierarchy is pretty relevant to everyone. It's just, no matter who you are, what you're doing, you're constantly up and down it. But whatever values that you hold really highly, whatever goals and achievement stuff that you want to do, or if you want to be successful, personal development, once these things, these baseline things are in a routine, you transcend. So how this kind of started was obviously go back in the backstory a little bit more. Kid, insecure, wish I had really big muscles. I wanted to be something bigger than myself. I wanted to prove to everyone else around me and myself that I could do something massive with my life. I wanted to achieve something great. I'm on that road at the moment, and when I was a kid, I just could always vision I'm going to be a fucking great one day, and I'm going to make some huge impact, and I'm going to help a bunch of people. But how the hell do I do that? I have no idea. All I have is a shed with some weights. My dad taught me some tips. Oh God, what do I do? So through that whole time of like from the childhood to now growing up, had a whole bunch of struggles come in. All these desires are always here. I've wanted these desires, successful achievement, all the rest of it, and they haven't left. What come up was bad relationships getting me down. Myself not being confident, doubting myself, injuries, bad friendships, making bad decisions, being completely uncertain with exactly what I'm doing in my life, as in jobs that I didn't like. I was studying degrees and things that I didn't really study. Even though I studied degrees and got a good job out of it, I was still like, I am so not fulfilled. This is not what I want to be doing, what I want to do. So completely uncertain. And it kind of really got me, I could say, depressed. I was unaligned with myself. I was like, I had all these dreams and aspirations and things. There was no steps going there. And there was a gap between where I want to be and what I am now. And in that gap is just what brought on a whole bunch of, depression, anxiety, all the rest of it, which we all go through. We all go that type of stuff. And it really got to me. It used to really stress me out. I'd lose sleep over just like, what the fuck am I doing in my life? Like, oh my God, let's start doing some shit. And then I'd never do anything. I'd just go in the gym and train. Like, that was it. But I would be training like an absolute animal. I'd be training extremely hard. I'd be learning as best as I can and studying from the best all the time. I'd be learning all the crazy health stuff, constantly researching how can I optimize everything? How can I keep it natural? How can I keep it ethical? How can I keep it sustainable? How can I optimize my brain? How can I optimize my body, skin, health? I want to feel real good, hormones, the rest of it, blah, 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 blah. How can I make this all like amazing? Sleep, rest of it. Even though I'm a shit sleeper, I still try to get a bloody good sleep. Yeah. Super hard to like learn all of this stuff, but I dived in real deep, was learning books, and what happened was I ended up just going over like my routine all the time, and I just write out my routine all the goddamn time. Like, all right, I need to do this. This is what I need to do. This is blah, blah, blah. I get so much stuff done at the moment and previously, just because just literally writing out your routine again and again and again and again, like every couple of weeks, every so, and checking in, making sure, because what happens, you get a routine. And oh yeah, it's really good for a moment. But then things change, your desires change, your values change, how you're feeling, whatever's doing something different. As soon as you're slightly out of routine or you don't have a goal, see you later to all the stuff that you need to get done. So you need to do it again and accommodate for all those extra things. Remove some stuff, purge, gotta purge some things. I love purging stuff. We just getting rid of crap. Going through your social media followers. If you guys haven't done this today, go on your social media, unfollow a bunch of people that aren't serving you. You'll feel amazing after that purge. So yeah, that's really huge and really important. So basically, there's times I'm going through all these problems, the psychological stuff, like where do I want to be? I want to be doing this crazy stuff. And kind of like what happened to me was I strongly believe that when you need to get something in a routine and you want to have like a goal for something, you need to have like some sort of goal. You need a target to aim for. And for me, that was like bodybuilding competition, fitness competition. It put a fire underneath myself, and I strongly believe. So actually, I'll get into this in a minute. So that put a fire underneath myself, and basically, my fitness was my priority, my health was priority, and I was getting closer to the purpose ahead of myself, closer to my purpose, and I took a closer step to my vision of success. I took a step forward to my vision of success, and I always felt like, oh, this is the right way. This is the right path. And whatever I was doing during that time, like literally just from the period of when I was really focusing on my health and fitness and doing all those things and having a consistent training routine and all the rest of it, everything else in my life would just like work really well. So you can come in. My partner said she's coming in. Hey. So basically having the training routine and all of that stuff in an actual routine was amazing for being able to focus on the rest of the stuff. Everything else started coming to my life. I could grab like, oh, what's my purpose? What's my vision? I could focus it. My brain, my health, everything was working so perfectly because I had the discipline to one thing, and that was all made into micro habits. I didn't have to think about it. I'd be like, here's my routine. This is the time I'm training. This is what I'm eating. This is what I'm doing. I just do it. I don't even have to think about it. But that freed up my mind to start thinking about how can I deal with stress? How can I succeed here? What's the achievement I need to do? What are the goals that I want to do? What's the impact that I want to have on the world? What's the impact I want to have on myself? What's the impact I want to have on those around closest to me? What's the finance that I need? What's the relationships do I want to have? Where do I need to go? Like, it just freed up all this time to do this stuff, and I wrote it out, and to meditate and to journal, and boom! Crazy, using all of it, just like literally transform myself. Feel like as I was doing it, I feel like I was taking all the steps to getting to where like I wanted to go, and especially now I feel so comfortable with it, and it's just like one of the best things ever. And it's literally all just because of the routine and the discipline for doing those things. So what I also recognized as well, when I was first training, and I did end up joining a gym and was training, like, beforehand I was training my friends and I was training people. When I first joined a gym and decided to do a bodybuilding competition at the age of 21, and when I set that goal as well, during that period was the best time. I'd always be like, someone, you come train with me, I'm going to teach you all my stuff and let's train. I would teach them, and they would make crazy gains. They'd be making all these muscle gains. They'd have the routine. They'd have it all sorted as well, because they were training with me all the time. And that's when I found out I taught best. I was like, this is when I teach best, and this is when I'm learning best as well. I'm taking all this in, and also learning a whole bunch of new things, because I'd see it from things from like a whole different perspective. So I was like, this is really good. And I did that basically every single time I had a competition, or I was training for something big, or I had some goal. I'd be training with people, doing the things, but teaching them all these things that I was learning, and they would get huge results. It was like, it's great. And yeah, so basically, whilst you're focusing on resistance training and doing all those things, and once that was all in a routine, literally other things in my life, as I said, I was focusing on other things, but opportunities just started walking into my life. Like, literally, I just think about stuff. Like, this is not like some woohoo kind of stuff, although it kind of is, but literally, I'm not even kidding. I just think about things like, oh, I really wish I could connect with this person. Next minute, connected with them. Or I wish that I at the moment, I need to coach some people, and it would be great if I could coach some people, because at the moment I need some more money, and I'd love to put some like effort into someone to receive that. The next minute, people would reach out, oh, hey, do you do any coaching? I'm like, oh, yes, I don't even do anything. It was really weird. All these things just kind of work out for you. And then it comes again down to, what disciplines are you doing? It doesn't have to be bodybuilding competitions and things. I'm just using that as an example for myself. You could be like a marathon runner. You could be a surfer. You could be a ping pong player. Like, what are you doing? I do recognize that literally basically all sports do need some sort of resistance training to accommodate them. So having some sort of regiment where it's whatever workout that you're doing, running, cardio, fitness, training, resistance training, classes, whatever it is, you need something. This is this vessel. As I've said, we've got this one vessel that we're absolutely blessed with, and we need it, and we need to respect it, we need to look after it, because we only got one life in this thing. So like, make it optimized, because that'll help make your mind and body the same thing. It'll make your mind optimized as well, and you'll be able to focus, free everything up, make this, whatever you need to do to look after this, a routine. Now, I recognize it's really hard to do, especially in 2020. Super hard. We've just so distracted with everything happening at the moment. So prioritize it first. This is the stuff that I go over. At the moment, I've created like a first draft, but I'm creating a really good training program, which kind of teaches you all the training that I do, how to focus on all of it, how to do all this like gnarly, super training, bodybuilding stuff. But the main point of it is that what I want you to do, like with this, especially if you're going to get it, is learn the routine management side of it. Use the training, learn all the things, because there is some crazy stuff in there. Like, I am an absolute training geek. I geek out on training, and I love it, and absolute nerd for it. But learn all of those things, get really disciplined for it, and then what happens is then you can take the next step. We got all the stuff in the program, it's all coming, it's crazy. You can literally just take the next step. So whatever you're doing as well, even if like you're not like a bodybuilder or something, there's a lot of the things in the training program as far as exercises that go around, because I strongly believe in executing the exercises as best as possible and executing them with perfect form so that you get the most out of the exercises. And I go through every single one of those exercises with a physio, how to do them, so you can see that in the actual training program, and it's amazing. So even if you don't do this training program, even if you don't do anything else, and also we got like a full mobility and stability program coming as well as like a supplement to the training program, so that's going to basically make people completely bulletproof. But my main thing is whatever you're choosing whatever you want to do, find something that's going to keep you disciplined. We do heaps of stuff. We do like cold therapy, saunas, like let's talk about me, my friends, myself, and people that I coach. We do like fasting practices. We do like crazy eating stuff, journaling, crazy reflective exercises, self-meditation. There's certain books and things that we try to read to stick a line to, but all use these biohacking, different types of like equipment and things that we can use to optimize our body, optimize our health, put it all into a routine, get disciplined with it. So a really good question like to ask you would be like, where do you find the most resistance in your life to the disciplines that you need to do to look after yourself? Is it, oh, I just can't be bothered. Oh, I don't have enough time. Oh, I work too much. Oh, like it would be nice to do that, but it's too hard. I don't have the energy. Where are the resistance? Where is that resistance? Because one thing that you can train when you are doing some sort of training is, when you're doing an exercise and, this is starting to get really sore or hurting, whatever, that is the same experience as resistance. And then what you want to do is push that a little bit. So I challenge you as well to think, where's the resistance coming out for you to not look after your body? Like, where's that resistance coming out? You should be doing it. Where's the little resistance? And then let's try to train that and get better at it, which is extremely important and extremely handy to do. So yeah, I'm happy you guys listen to this podcast. Episode 3 underway. I hope I left you with some thought-provoking stuff and that you're super excited. Again, I just wanted to share with you guys that I'm creating this crazy program and it's just absolutely going to transcend and make people like the most ultimate human specimens ever. And it all starts with, I wanted to start with training, get that discipline, get that on, because once that training discipline is there and you're doing that stuff and you're experiencing resistance and you're getting mentally stronger, physically stronger, then doing the things like choosing all the foods, making the right decisions, doing the nutrition, doing the meditations, doing the mental tools, doing the things, adding the biohacking in, focusing on your sleep, getting your DNA test, doing the aura ring and stuff, keeps going on. That's when all that stuff comes really important and you can really transcend yourself. But first of all as well, doing all the stuff, figure out where the resistance is, figure out for your training. If you can't get on track, if you can't do these things, set yourself a goal to get yourself vulnerable. That's what I do with all my clients. What's going to make you vulnerable? Is it a photo shoot? Is it some sort of fitness competition? Is it an obstacle course? Is it a post on social media with like limited clothing? Like, what is it? Are you going to go somewhere? If you're just going to go to the beach with like your shirt off and just feel like an absolute god, like what are you going to do? So I'll leave you that. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. I'm sending you all the biggest love. Anyone who's listening to this, like, I fucking love you. So thank you. I hope you have the best weekend ever. It's Saturday here. Enjoy your day and thanks for listening, guys. Bye.